Terrell here, and I'm back again with another review today for you. And this time it's for Summer Ghosts, being brought out by GKIDS, another animated film. This time it's a short film, about 40 minutes. So definitely gets to the point. I feel like I'm getting like, I feel like the last couple GKIDS movies that I reviewed have all been real tear jerkers, man. Like, I don't know if it's just the role that they're being on. Like, they just really want to put out this like a series of films that just really hit like the emotional spectrum. Like, they just really want to hit you on every level possible, to like make you pull out a Kleenex. But yeah, like, so like I said, we reviewing Summer Ghost. Like I said, short film. This time, this particular movie is about an urban legend. Speaks of Summer Ghost, the spirit of a girl who appears when fireworks are set off. And this story is surrounding three friends, Aoi, Tomoya, and Rio, who are going through just very difficult times in their lives, like difficult phases of their lives of transition, and they just don't know how to handle it, or how to proceed going forward. But the movie really, of course, like you said, the movie is about a summer ghost, or this ghost that they are able to summon using fireworks that they're able to communicate with and explore a lot of the world. And it kind of reminds me of like that first Casper movie a little bit. Like the Casper movie, like where Casper wanted to become real again, and Christina Ricci's character kind of just was not feeling it, like, or feeling life, or other characters like that. And it kind of gives me a similar thing to that, because I know with just him being able to fly around and show her certain things, that's kind of what we get here, with the character Ayane, who has died. So the movie starts off with, hey, we got these three friends, and we get a preview of what they're kind of going through in life, and some of the tough stuff that they have to deal with. We have one character who's potentially dealing with suicide. We have one character who's dealing with serious illness. We have another character that is just having a tough time in life, just not being able to live life to the potential. And our Summer Ghost here is showing them, like, look, things could be a lot worse. And the movie then kind of converts into a murder mystery, to where they then now begin to solve the where her body was placed, because originally the story is that she committed suicide, and of course she explains to them, like, just from the suicide. So then it becomes a movie about them trying to find her and give them closure, and also them personally dealing with their own personal demons, and, like I said, figuring out that things could be a 10 times worse dealing with that. We did the animation of this movie is definitely something. I'm not gonna say it's not unique, but it's definitely something we've seen before. So the characters in this movie are not fully colored in, like their faces and hair, like everything is not like fully colored in. Like the background and everything's in the movie looks completely beautiful. Everything else is colored. The water looks amazing. The sky, the grass, everything else is fully colored. Like it looks great, crazy. Completely. Just keep in notice too, this is also directed by loundraw, who has done Detective Conan and various other films throughout anime history. So, like, we get a little bit of that. Also, he's used to doing like the illustrations for a lot of the work, but now we see him take on a director role, and this is his first directorial debut with Summer Ghost. So, like, we get a big jump on that. And I gotta say, he did an amazing job. And kind of seeing him kind of relate some of how he would live his life, his own personal feelings towards this project, you could definitely feel that in this movie 100%. You could tell this movie had a personal connection to its writers, its director. Like, a lot of people go through this in life, especially being that age where things, you have so much potential, at that age, and just like, anything could kind of just disrupt that, or change the pace of your life, and everybody's going through something different. Well, like I said, you had the one character, Aoi, who's being bullied to the point where she potentially does want to kill herself. And like I said, that's a big thing. That's an ongoing thing where people don't know how to process those feelings, and that's kind of like the first thing to think about, is kind of taking that exit. Movie's hitting some serious topics here that everybody thinks anime is all punchy and whatever, but no, like, this is an example of like how to use animation to handle serious topics like this, even with adding fantastical elements to it, such as the ghost of Ayane here. Like I said, animation is freaking amazing. The music fits the tone of the movie so well, where as the movie is like completely serious throughout. And it's some I don't want to say comedy elements, because it's not a comedy movie, but they're definitely, the music doesn't feel like it's unwelcome here. Like, it fits the tone of like what's going on, them flying through the sky as ghosts and stuff like that. They're astral projecting, as they try to solve the mystery of what happened and find her body to give her this closure, on top of finding closure for themselves by the end of this movie. Like I said, the music just fits perfectly well. Voice acting, even though I was watching this in Japanese, I still felt, like I said, somebody that, not a sub purist, not a dub purist or whatever like that, but like somebody that watches a lot of anime and, watches a lot of stuff sub, I could definitely feel the emotion of the characters, and the voice actors into these characters as they did these roles. And like I said, it's a lot of people out here dealing with a lot of the issues that's relatable in this movie. You might be somebody that's dealing with illness, and you have an outlook where you think there's just completely nothing that's pointless for you. There's no point in you doing anything or even living the rest of your life, or what your life has meaning at that point if you were just born to just die a certain way. And like I said, in the end, it's having those conversations and dealing with these feelings that I think these characters in the end realize that there is something worth living for 100%. And I definitely feel like that's what the director here wanted to bring to the table. Like, look, again, things could be a lot worse. This is what you have right now, and it's up to you to take advantage of or make the changes necessary to get you where you need to be. And that's not for everybody. I'm not saying that you're instantly going to be feeling, or you're going to change your mindset or change a different way, but I do think that projects like this and movies like this will open up the conversation a lot more, because like, you might have a friend that's dealing with something and you just can't see it, or they try to hide it. But I think, definitely watching this, it definitely illustrates a lot more that dealing with certain things in life, no matter how old you are, you never know what somebody's dealing with. And it's definitely important to have these conversations. And this movie hits that so hard, man. Like you said, everything that we think is so serious right now, when you really look back and look at it, man, so many things you could have did different, or have regrets on your life on how you live. But yeah, like I said, voice acting was really, really good. Overall, I mean, movie's 40 minutes. It hits it right on the nose. Like I said, I mean, it's another tearjerker movie here. And it deals with some serious subjects. All I could say is, I wish it was a little bit more meat on the bone, but I did think it hit every point that it needed to make within the 40 minutes. I just wish I had like I said before, my biggest issue was just the length. I just wish it was a little longer for me, because I did want to explore more of the character and see more, but I appreciate it for what it was. Animation's good, music is hitting, on every level, voice acting, no problem. This is definitely something that I would definitely recommend. Just basically on the tone, probably not a watch again for me. But I will watch it again with friends if needs to. But like, it's not something I'm like, man, you know what? I feel like crying today. Let me put this movie on. But the movie's good. Overall, definitely watch it if you have the opportunity. Summer Ghosts, done and directed by loundraw, who's also illustrated so many other things. And like I said, check it out as soon as this hits theater, or you can get it digital, whatever, however you got to see it. GKIDS has been putting out some hitters, whether they be sad or action packed or whatever, man. They've been dealing with some serious topical issues that I think this movie does a really good job of doing. Kind of cool to be flying around as a ghost, though. I mean, it's kind of one of the points they illustrate in the movie, but sometimes, you know, it's better to be alive and experience things than it is to think about the alternative. So dealing with anything like that, I think this is a movie for you. I think it's going to hit you on a lot of different levels. Recommend this to everybody. Summer Ghost. Go check it out when it hits theaters or digital. And this has been another review from Terrell. I'll see you guys later. See ya.